name is Meagan Alcorn. I am a licensed master's social worker and a licensed addictions counselor. I work for Mental Health America of South Central Kansas, better known as MHA, and I'm the director of Batterer's Intervention and Substance Use Programs. I have officially been a non-smoker for 1,281 days. At MHA, we want to see the whole person, all of their intricacies of their life, whether they be bad, good, or ugly. There is so much benefit to quitting smoking for our mental health, for our physical health, and therefore for our overall well-being. It's absolutely vital that we have these conversations with our clients and that we aren't afraid to approach difficult conversations. Last but not least, I think it is really, really important for us to recognize that tobacco recovery is recovery. Talking about tobacco cessation is such a difficult conversation to have because regardless of whether it has negative consequences or not, being able to recognize not only the benefit of what smoking has done for them, but also being able to understand their reluctance to give it up just helps us to meet our clients where they're at and to engage with them with compassion and understanding. There are some myths that definitely relate to tobacco recovery and can contribute to staff's reluctance to address tobacco head on. One of the big ones is that if I address this, it could pit me against my client. It could affect our rapport negatively. And in fact, I think it is absolutely the opposite. Talking about those things that this person is already experiencing actually gives them relief, it gives them comfort, and it makes them feel not alone. There are a lot of resources available that people aren't necessarily aware of. One of the big ones was Can Quit. This is a resource that is available for all Kansans. It not only provides coaching and access to live support, but it also provides access to smoking cessation tools, coupons to buy smoking cessation items. One more amazing resource that I've just recently learned about is the Tobacco Recovery Team at MHA, which is available to all staff to not only engage with, but to potentially even get referrals to resources that we have available in our community. I had my first cigarette when I was around 7, although my relationship with tobacco started long before that. My mom smoked the whole time she was pregnant with me. At the time, I was born in 1981. They weren't really talking about how smoking affected babies in the womb. And so my mom smoked the whole time. I remember always smelling like smoke. I remember mom and dad smoking in the car. I remember them smoking in the house. Kitchen table was kind of their big place to smoke. Now, when I hit 12 is when I started dipping my toe into other substances. And that's when I started smoking pot, started drinking fairly often. And then 13 is when I found meth. Fast forward to 2021, I decided once and for all, I'm going to quit smoking. I was getting ready to start a master's program in August of 22. And I knew that if I did not quit smoking before I started that program, there was no way I was going to be able to quit while I was in school. I ended up deciding July 4th couldn't be a better quit date. I wanted that to be my Independence Day. That was really effective. I also started connecting again with Can Quit. I got a case manager through there that I was able to talk through a lot of these really big concerns and start prepping my brain for becoming a non-smoker. I had my last cigarette and I even had a little bit of a cry. Like it was almost like a breakup, The next few weeks were really rough. I'm not gonna lie, they were tough. I've quit some really hard substances in my life. Cigarettes have been the hardest. If I could boil the impact it has had on me to quit smoking down to one word, I would say that one word is peace.